So, setup wise, hopefully looking down the line you can see the back there.
Yeah.
That left hand one very rounded there.
Yeah.
That right hand one much more kind of angles in which we're able to swing a golf club from more efficiently. Okay.
Yeah.
Now as the takeaway went back, what are you doing a bit there? What you do on the left hand one here now as the club goes back, club you can see almost off the ground there very quickly, sort of going almost in a straight line going slightly outside. So at this point now the shaft is kind of dissecting the golf ball, whereas this one now is striking that golf ball as you go back. You have the shaft now is working away and inside the golf ball, yeah? So this position here now, same kind of spot. The arms now are working away with a torso turn. Because your back was rounded, you couldn't turn your torso.
Yeah.
Added to the fact you were leaning on your left side.
Yeah.
No way you can go really, so your arms go very, very steep. So from here now the club's sort of outside your hands there. Go back to there, see the club now, the blur of that club there, where the hands are. So the club now is more in line with kind of lead, shoulder, hands and arms, whereas here it's there and then the club's at here somewhere. So we're outside the line, very much across the ball there and steeper. As you get to the top of the backswing, not a bad position there as we start coming back down here now. That shaft for me a little bit steeper. Compare that to this one here now. As we're getting this one here now, that shaft angle is a little bit further away from your neck, more through your right shoulder, and not as steep. Okay. Coming down this one here again now, that club face a bit steeper and more open. Club shaft slightly more outside. Club coming back from here now. We can see the club now more inside the golf ball there. So your club path is a lot more kind of this way into the golf ball, not that way into the golf ball. That way into the golf ball here, if your club path is in that direction too much and steep, you'll get one of two shots, well, more than one or two, but one or two shots, pulls left or slices right. Or toey's right, which is kind of what we had today. You had the slicey version today, and previously you had the pulley one to the left. And if the hands get a bit active, if your weight is hanging back, your arm's able to kind of overreact.
We've been there before.
Oh yeah, and that's it's kind of habits you'll get into.
You do what you can, don't you? You know,
exactly. But I think a lot of times, and that's why I say you're able to kind of adapt to these movements, but just through hitting golf balls. But that one there, starting down the tight line with a nice balanced sort of follow through position there. Okay. This one here now, look how much your left arm is sort of pulling away there. The ball's already started way to the right there, and then kind of finishing the swing, and that ball just disappeared off to the right because of the toey strike, you see, So if you're swinging the golf club and your body weight's kind of going here, and then going this way, it's just conducive to sort of the flips left. And the reason why you were feeling flippy with the hand is your body was moving the other direction. So your hands are just overactive. If you move your body with the hands, it's a lot harder for your hands to overtake. So if you go back this way, that you allow your hands to flip. So the flipping you had with the hands which are the range this morning, was more your body leaning back too much. The two faster swings that you said you were getting was more of you just not striking the ball effectively, so more of a deflective shot, rather than actually just swing it too fast. So a lot of these things that you then think or feel that you're doing aren't actually the fault, they're just symptoms to another fault. But if you try and cure, don't swing it too fast, I'll swing it slower. Well, now your timing's all over the place. And if you just swing the golf club steep and across this way, but slower, you may well hit the ground behind the ball, which 2 or 3 months ago would have been a nightmare. So feelings that we get too fast, too flippy, too whatever, are rarely cured by don't be flippy, don't be too fast. It's like with someone with COVID, don't cough. Brilliant, thanks. I've still got COVID. Don't say don't do this, don't do that. We know the symptoms of being too quick and too flippy are generally, in your case, caused by being too far on your back foot, which often comes from when you try to stack on your left and you get a bit hunched. I think posture we've often revert back to, especially in the winter when you're cold. Actually, most people's postures.
True, isn't it?
God, you think when you get cold, you sort of hunch up in a fetal position. You walk around the fair, and go, it's bloody cold. Then when the sun's on your back and you're like, shoulders back, chin up, and you're walking around as if like, this is really, really good, and you feel a lot better about your game. So you tend to play better because your posture's better. When things are going wrong, you're like, you feel a bit slouched. Then the bad shots start coming in, and now you're a bit like, even more so. It's just a vicious cycle of golf shots, So getting a good posture, tailbone back, focus on this right hip going back as you go back, so you're pushing that club away and get that sensation that we're swinging a bit more kind of around rather than stacking here, lifting up and then going whoopsie and then have to pull back on your right side, Make sense?
Yeah.
Good man, right.